This is the kind of thing that people who RV and aren't handy or think it's like a car that has a warranty and everything should work fine, except it doesn't. You have to take it in. They let this stuff ruin everything. And we just take care of it ourselves.
Hello everybody, welcome back to the circuit. I'm Lisa and today we're talking about projects and modifications. When you're in an RV, there's two things to consider when it comes to projects, which are very similar to being in a house. The first is that the RV itself requires projects. You've got appliances that need to be maintained and repaired. There's a furnace, air conditioning, you have to take care of the siding on the outside and the roof. And then there's some extra things that houses don't have, like batteries, tires, hitches. And then there's this other layer of renovations. You just want things to look nice and be functional. So maybe you build some shelves, you switch out some furniture. And I know some people don't like to do their own projects or they hire it out or whatever, but Jason and I have always loved doing our own home projects. We've renovated kitchens, bathrooms, basements, backyards, you name it. So today I'm going to show you a handful of projects and modifications we've made to the RV in these first 7 months of being on the road. We did a big shelving project in the kitchen. We swapped out our lead acid batteries for lithium batteries so that we can do some better boondocking. I installed my desk in my office space in the bedroom and a few other little projects. And this is not going to be an in-depth how-to video on any of these because that would take way too long. But it's just to give you an overview of the kinds of things that can be done while you're living on the road. So in many ways, just because you moved from a house to an RV doesn't mean that the projects stop. They're just maybe not quite so overwhelming as if you live in a big house. And if you love doing projects, there's plenty you can do in an RV that will scratch that itch. So stay tuned and we're going to show you what we've been getting done around here. Just a simple modification today. We're going to swap out the original sink strainers that came in our kitchen sink with some screw-in kind. We used to have those in our house and we love them, so we're going to do both of these in the sink. These kind are just a little bit fiddly.
They're what we like to call janky. Tighten it all down, check the seals, and there they go. Pretty straightforward.
Here's a little tip for you. As you're going through your new RV, you're going to find lots of little pieces and parts that either you don't need or they're extra, or you might do a simple modification like we just did on the sink. So package all of those up in Ziploc bags, label them, and keep them in a bin somewhere so that when you go to sell your RV, you know where all of the original parts are and you don't have to go searching for them. This is the project that I'm most excited about. We're going to build some wire shelving in these large pantry cabinets because as you can see, things are kind of stacked on top of each other and it's difficult to organize and get everything in a place. We've got some wire shelving here that we just bought at Home Depot and some trim molding, 1 inch by 3/4 for the legs. We're not planning to screw anything into the cabinetry. You'll see how we do it. And then we're going to cut the wire shelving with these 14-inch bolt cutters.
These brackets will go on the end here, so we'll make sure we cut the shelf so there's some to grab. And then these will mount on these legs, sort of on either side. And then this will essentially be freestanding, but tight enough in there it won't move around. And we won't have to put any holes in the woodwork or cabinets. Yeah, we've done all our own remodeling housework over the years. Owned a few rental properties, redid our own kitchen and all that stuff. So this is actually a rather simple project compared to others that we've tackled. All right, that fits in there.
It's easy.
I don't know if it's easy.
It was
You weren't the one doing
messy.
it.
Not messy.
Good. This is off-label usage.
Yeah. Oh, that works good.
But that'll work, and that way we don't have to mess with it. Okay.
Nice.
Sweet. Drill the pilot hole first, so those would go in more easily, not split the wood. Nice.
Beautiful. All right, let's do 12 more. We're going to take this opportunity to get some projects done that we've had on the books for a while now. Most importantly, installing our 2 lithium batteries in the front bay. This will allow us to boondock for longer at a time and not have to be so careful about our battery maintenance, because lithium batteries, of course, you can use up more fully than lead acid batteries that we have now. Always make sure you kill the power to your RV before working on any electrical stuff. I'm not going to make this into a how-to video because we are definitely not experts with electrical work, but Jason has worked on our house for several years and is comfortable enough to do simple electrical work that he has decided to do these batteries himself. If you are not comfortable with the electrical work, do not try to do this yourself. Make sure you take it to a professional. So first thing we're going to do is lift the case off these old batteries and try to get them out.
Yeah. Batteries have to be unhooked altogether to come out because of the way the cables are run through the sides. So.
A great trick we've learned over the years is to always take pictures of things as you go, because once you get things apart, it's very easy to forget how they went together. And of course, watch lots and lots of YouTube videos. And have a partner who can go for whatever you need.
Always a plus. Alright. I taped all the ends of the leads so I don't have to worry about touching stuff. Here's battery number 1. That sucker's heavy.
Oh, it's heavy.
That's definitely heavier than our lithium that's going in.
And these are Battleborn batteries.
Yeah.
Which are a very popular brand among RVers.
So 2 of those and the battery monitor.
And that will go inside next to our other panel.
Yeah, we'll run the wiring eventually. And essentially, this is the minimum that we can expand and add to if we choose, but we may not need to, because really we just want to be able to boondock overnight fully without having to worry about a generator, maybe not even at all, even to the next day when we hook up to the truck.
That's why they call them drop-ins.
I think we're done. I think I just wet the ends of my fingertips and twist it together.
Yeah,
Right.
that's what the instructions said.
I threw those away days ago.
Oh.
All right, there's all the reds hooked up. The positives.
Accentuate the positive. Eliminate the negative.
We do not eliminate the negative.
That'd be bad.
Then will work.
Yeah. We've mentioned before that our dishwasher knocking sensor to stop the dishwasher mid-cycle has not worked since we bought the RV. We've talked to Van Lee, and they sent us some pictures of how to diagnose it. So we've pulled off the front here, and we discovered that the knocking sensor cords were plugged in incorrectly. The plug was in backwards. So we're hoping that this will fix it. But if it doesn't, they said that they would send us a new sensor.
So we saw that the plug was in backwards, the little connector, flipped it around, put this all back on. Took a while to get the door face to line up. Now we're going to test it with putting this on. We'll just put it on rinse. Close it. All right.
I don't know if you can hear that, but it's going. The water's going through it now.
Yep.
Now, supposedly, when you knock sharply on the front of the dishwasher, it should stop the cycle. Wait
Yep.
till we can hear it again.
All right,
Yeah,
it's
there
running.
it goes.
Sensor's over here somewhere.
And you can hear the beep.
Shut off.
Canceling.
And now it unlatches and the door opens.
Jason, you fixed it again.
Well, you figured out all this stuff too. And this is the kind of thing that people who RV and aren't handy or think it's like a car that has a warranty and everything should work fine, except it doesn't. You have to take it in. They let this stuff ruin everything. And we just take care of it ourselves. And then that took, I don't know, at most an hour start to finish of taking our time, so on and so forth. And now it works. And if it didn't, they were going to send us a new part. And if that didn't work, it was going to go into the shop eventually. But we weren't going to let this keep us from doing things. So just keep that in mind if you decide to go RVing, or you are, and you get frustrated with little projects that you probably could do yourself, so you can just keep doing what you're doing.
Okay, I'm finally ready to work on installing my desk in my little office corner here. I've been working at this for the past 5 months now. It's a great space. I love sitting in front of this window, but every time we move, I have to dismantle my whole desk and put it up on the bed for traveling. So I want to mount it in here so that I don't have to move it anymore and it can stay in place on travel days. I love this little table. It's an old piece that we got from Jason's mother, so it has some sentimental value. I like this little writing tray, and it has a nice drawer in it. So instead of building something new that just has a tabletop that folds down like our original plan, I decided I want to keep this old table. I'm going to take the back legs off so that I can preserve the original ones, because if I push it back in this corner, the new legs are going to have to be shorter, and I don't want to cut the original legs. There's a wooden conduit piece over this. I assume there's some pipes or something running underneath this. And originally I was going to screw the table legs into this, but I think I have a way not to put any holes in the wall or the wood. If I cut the desk legs shorter and I put a piece of board here, I can screw the legs into the other board and maybe Velcro it down or something. We're going to try our best to snug this into here in place, but not put any holes in anything. Okay, so far so good. It seems to fit okay. Now we just need to screw up through the board and into the leg to secure it. Okay, it's all in, nice and sturdy. Shouldn't move on travel day, and the bed will come right here and hold it secure as well. Great project to get done. When we were at our last campground, the site that we had was so sunny that we could hardly sit outside. It was just full sun every day. So we decided to get this shade awning, and it finally came this week. We're just installing it today. We don't really need it here, but it'll be good for the times when we're in sunny spots.
Nice.
And then we can stake it down on the ground. It makes a nice room in here. And the lower part unzips so we can just have the top shade partially, or we can zip on this full shade. It'll be nice and versatile. And then we can, if we roll up the awning, we can make the top part shorter or longer. Nice. Well, there you go. Just a few things we've been doing to spruce up the RV and make it more like a home. If you liked this video, please hit the like and subscribe buttons below, and that will help other people find our videos too. Next week, we're going to get back on the road and continue to make our way down the coast to South Carolina. See you then. Thanks for watching. Bye.